The mission of the Sleep Tactical Efficiency and Endurance Lab, or STEEL for short, is to evaluate new technologies and provide data-driven solutions for mitigating the effects of sleep loss and fatigue on the health and performance of military personnel.
How better can we address sleep issues out in an operational environment or out in the field? And unfortunately, right now, our gold standard for measuring sleep involves a number of electrodes that are placed on the scalp and the face. And it's not really ideal in an operational setting. It's really prohibitive, actually, of doing any kind of sleep measurement. And so we know that there are different tools that we can use that can assess sleep by proxy, usually by measuring motion, body motion or body activity, and give us a sort of more crude understanding of sleep.
The main projects in our lab is to test whether new wearable devices that measure sleep and other measures of health and behavior, like Fitbits, are accurate and valid at measuring sleep compared with the traditional methods. If we find that a new device is accurate, then we can use a simple wearable device on the wrist to measure sleep in challenging environments and populations such as with the military.
There's a lot of sleep disruption within the Navy, within all the service branches, and we would like to study the effects of that sleep disruption, and then also how can we prevent some of it from even happening, and how can we recover. And also, just as importantly, is how do we mitigate it when it is happening.
One of the challenges of doing sleep research is that sleep itself is quite a difficult thing to measure. Although it might not seem like it, sleep is actually a complex process that changes throughout the night. Your brain undergoes multiple cycles of sleep stages, where each stage is responsible for different aspects of restoring your brain and body so that you can function each day and stay healthy.
We're really interested in new approaches or new technologies that can help us with the early identification of sleep disorders or sleep disturbances, and then how best can we implement some of the evidence-based strategies or interventions to address insomnia. So how can we do that? We're really able to address sleep in so many different types of clinical populations.
One of the problems of not getting enough sleep is that driving while tired makes it much more likely for someone to get into a car accident. We were asked to measure how military drivers are sleeping and whether their sleep can be improved as a way to reduce the number of motor vehicle-related accidents. We're going to use a special watch called the Fatigue Science Ready Band that they will wear when they sleep that measures how much they move while in bed to determine how much and how well they sleep. This means measuring how many hours they slept and how often they woke up during the night. In addition to measuring sleep, the Ready Band can offer advice on how service members wearing them can improve their sleep so that they are less tired and less likely to get into a car accident.
Basically, if you want to maintain that superiority, you have to get good sleep. Good sleep is an uninterrupted period of time where you can actually sleep and not be expected to attend to anything in your environment. For instance, someone waking you up to perform a task. So it's uninterrupted time to sleep. We recommend greater than 7 hours per night.
One of our projects is measuring how bad our attention can be when we are both doing boring tasks, like looking for objects in the water, and when we do not have enough sleep. We can measure attention by recording where the eyes are looking and also by the patterns of your beating heart when you are tired. This information can help make jobs safer in the Navy.
For a sailor to recognize within themselves when sleep or lack of sleep or fatigue would be impacting their own performance, and they may not be able to get more sleep at that moment, but being able to at least recognize when it might be a situation, a potential situation, is important. And then also prioritizing an opportunity to sleep when it is available. So even if that opportunity is just 30 minutes or an hour, if that opportunity is available and you're not getting the sufficient sleep that we would like to see, 7 or more hours per night, making sure that you're at least, sailors are at least attempting to get that sleep.
We know that sleep loss is often inevitable due to mission requirements and constraints, but we also know that there is much room to improve mission success by adapting laboratory findings to real-world solutions.
Hi, my name is Dr. Liz Harrison, and I head up the Chronobiology and Light Lab in the Health and Behavioral Sciences Department of the Naval Health Research Center. And we study primarily the biological effects of light and how they affect things like alertness and sleep. So I first got into sleep research when I was in a research methods class in college, and a graduate student came and talked to the class about the work she was doing with sleep and memory. And I just thought it was so cool that something that we just take for granted, like sleep, can have such powerful influences on our health and our body and our mind. And I was hooked, so I asked her if I could volunteer and started working in that lab, and that helped me get into my PhD program.
I'm Bianca Colon. I'm a research assistant here in Health and Behavioral Sciences. As a research assistant here at the Naval Health Research Center, my main contributions for the team are data collection, data entry, and participant recruitment.
I mean, I love science, right? I love puzzles and problem solving, learning new things every day. But the best thing is that we actually get to help people, and service members sacrifice so much, so it feels really good to be able to give something back. And sleep affects health, it affects performance. So one of the most recent projects that we did in the HBS department to do with sleep had a lot to do with light. So light is the primary signal to your body about what time of day it is. So your body likes really blue, really bright white light in the daytime, and really dark, no light or really dim red light at night. And a lot of shift workers, so service members who have to be up in the middle of the night working, don't get light at the right time of day for their body, and that affects their sleep.
So here's some of the sleep equipment that we use. These are sleep masks, and we give them to participants, those who work on the night shift, and it just helps them to get to sleep better, or get a better quality of sleep. These funky looking things are special glasses to help block bluer wavelengths, and it helps the participants or the service members get to sleep faster. So with these studies, we went to the military hospital, changed out the lights, and made it so the daytime workers had a simulation of daylight all throughout their shift. We also gave them some blue light glasses, so when they were home, they could easily fall asleep. We gave it to them, told them to wear it a couple hours before they went to sleep, so they wouldn't have any problems with that. The nighttime workers, however, had regular lights for their shift. They had a period of the simulation daylights, and then they had it taper off into the regular nighttime so that it would follow their natural circadian rhythm.
It's been fun telling you about what we do at HBS at NHRC to support our service members through promoting healthy sleep. So thank you for listening.